Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I made a video earlier in the morning today and I said that the United States of America is at war with Iran. Indeed it is. The United States of America shot down Iranian ballistic missiles heading towards Israel. So Iran retaliates, and that is Iran's answer to the earlier attack conducted by the Israelis alone on supposedly Iranian nuclear sites, and some meeting where they say they eliminated about 20 generals, the main brass of the Iranian military. Now, I'm going to share with you two articles here, one from ABC News and the other one from Russia Today, regarding the ballistic missile attack from Iran towards Israel, with the Americans being involved. So, when the Iranians will shoot some of the American, F-16s piloted by American pilots, we will declare war because we were attacked. That's what's going to happen. Because we are someone's bitch. Can you guess whose? Alright, so let's start with the first article. And there's a live update. This just happened a few minutes ago. Right there. ABC News. This is at 4:44 p.m. Right? And right now it's 5:15. And is Hoffman, obviously, has to do that. Israel-Iran live updates. U.S. helping shoot down missiles heading towards Israel. No, U.S. actively involved in a war against Iran. Now, when Trump was selected for us to confirm him through the, how do you call those machines, the voting machines, the electronic machines, I made a video and I predicted this. Trump will take off the foot from the acceleration in Ukraine and will go all the way in Iran. That's what I said. That's what it is. You'll see it's gonna get worse. All right, let's read. Iran has launched dozens of ballistic missiles towards Israel on Friday night in retaliation for Israel's surprise attack early Friday. Now, do you remember how the jackals in our media reported the Israeli attack? They didn't tell you about any civilians. No. They talked about some generals, they talked about some nuclear sites, and that's it. Well, we're going to find out that the Iranians, unfortunately, did some bad things to some Israeli civilians. So now you have to have compassion. Before, towards the Iranians, you were not required. And this is, who's writing the news for us again? You know. All right. Israel struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear program, killing several nuclear scientists, I forgot about them, as well as high-ranking military leaders, according to Israeli officials. Now, is it okay to do this? To kill scientists? Is it okay? Well, I don't see. This is very cold reporting. Nothing about, oh my God, civilian. No. The scientists are not military, are scientists. If you think that's okay, then the reverse should be okay as well. The US did not provide any military assistance or have any involvement in the Israeli strike, a US official told ABC News. Yes, but some said they did. Who's that? So in the video I made earlier today, some said that they helped them. But now they say they didn't? Well, doesn't matter. I have a gut feeling the Americans not only helped them shoot down, they also helped them with intelligence, and not only. After all, US is the batch of whom. So let's read further. Latest developments, 4:44 p.m. This is hot, right there, hot. Calls for Iran to show restraint are, quote unquote, unjustified. Iranian minister said, what do you think? So you punch me in the face and then you want me to just take it? And then what's going to happen the next time? I'm going to again be punched in the face and again I'm supposed to take it? Until when exactly? No, you punch me in the face, I will fuck you up. That's how I roll, at least. Let's move on. Calls for restraint from Iran in the face of Israel's attacks were unjustified. Quote unquote. Iranian foreign minister said in a statement on his conversation with the UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy. What? So this fucking cunt called him and spoke with the Iranians, tell them, no, you stay down, stay put. Now I wonder if Russia would preemptively strike London, and not only London, a few places over there, anyway. And then, obviously, justified, Great Britain would say, I'm going to retaliate. And then, let's say it's going to be, I don't know what country, France. I say, you know what, Macron, please don't, just don't, stop, come on. What would you do? The same thing I said about a minute ago. You punch me, fuck you up. But we'll see. Iran's response to Israel's attack, I'm quoting, will be firm and decisive, the foreign minister said. Large portion of Iran's primary enrichment site has been destroyed, IAEA already says. Oh, so that's successful. First, who gives you the right to strike inside of another country? Let's start from there, and then we talk what happened. Who gave you the right to strike from one independent sovereign country into another independent sovereign country? If you say preemptively, then everybody else can strike preemptively. If you say that you're in self-defense, now where is Iran right now? All right, so that's what they say. They got a little map here, and I don't see anything because there's nothing. They just show you where these guys have the complex. Let's move on. At least 41 injured in Iranian attacks on Israel. Got that? This is where you're supposed to cry. This is where you're supposed to show compassion, empathy, and everything else. Nothing like this in the previous attack. Nothing. There were scientists, which it seems like it's okay. Then the military brass and the nuclear sites. But in the video I made earlier today, there are some apartment buildings bombarded. Those are civilian apartment buildings, not military. But nothing like, oh my God, 75 people blown up. Nothing, man. You're not supposed to. That tells me that the people who write the media for you and I don't think of those guys as maybe being like you and I. You know what I mean? All right. At least 41 people have been injured from the ongoing Iranian attacks. Ongoing Iranian attacks on Israel. An Israeli emergency. Okay. Trump Netanyahu spoke over the phone. So, hey, are you okay, boss? He's asking Netanyahu, are you okay, boss? I will do everything you want me to do. The other guy, I know I've been going through the back door since you've been elected the first time. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke over the phone on Friday. Trump's meetings with the National Security Council have concluded. So we had a National Security Council. For what? For some country fighting somewhere else. A White House official confirmed. Iran launched under 100 rockets toward Israel in 2 salvos. IDF says Iran launched less than 100 rockets in 2 salvos towards Israel. Most of these rockets were intercepted or fell short. A limited number of buildings were damaged, some of the result of shrapnel from the interceptions. And there are some people who were affected. So this is what they show us, the big map right there. This is Iran. This is what they call Israel right here. So this is where they Now, I'm surprised that Israel and the Americans did not require Iraq to hit these things, incoming missiles. But I think the Americans did indeed probably are located in this area. And this is the buffer zone Putin is talking about in Ukraine. This is the American-Israelis buffer zone with Iran for now. But hey, Putin cannot have one. Only they can have one. All right, let's see. What else is here? People can leave shelters. U.S. assisting in shooting down missiles headed to Israel. The U.S. is assisting, actively involved, that is Israel in shooting down missiles targeting the country. A U.S. official confirmed. Here it is. And nothing, this seems like going down, but nevertheless. 2 U.S. Navy destroyers are now in the Mediterranean after having been moved there in the wake of Thursday night Israel attack on Iran as a precautionary move. No, it was planned. It was not precautionary. They knew it and the other guys waited until these guys show up. Do I have any evidence? History. And I know who's who, what's what. One of these destroyers is the USS Thomas Hudner, which carries air defense systems capable of shooting down long-range ballistic missiles. There are nine, my friends, nine U.S. Navy ships currently in Middle East that have been primarily used as a deterrent and in operations against Houthi militants in Yemen. 9. We are there. Iran crossed red lines. Iran crossed red lines. Oh my God. When it fired on Israeli civilians. See that? Israel Defense Minister said. So, are you going to nuke them? Are you going to nuke them, cats? We'll find out. I guarantee you. I give you this. I'm 100%. I vouch. I cut my balls off on camera. If these guys, if they want, this is the possibility. They will use nuclear weapons if they have them. If they have them. Oh fuck, these guys don't give a shit, man. Obviously, if you're the chosen, the other ones are not the chosen. So if you're the chosen, the other ones are not the chosen. Remember how Adolf thought about the Slavs? Kind of like Sounds familiar? Nah. All right. So he's right here. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said more is on the way in a statement Friday. So they're going to strike back in self-defense. Now, Israel is going to strike in self-defense on Iran's attack. Oh, man. All right. The regime does not know what hit them or what will hit them. It has never been weaker. All right. That means you're going to use nuclear weapons. I'm waiting. And you know what's going to happen? The history books will not mention that much. And if they would say, we were almost about to have the second. So we had to. So in self-defense, we fucked them up, man. And they're going to have another Passover celebration or something like that. But in this case, it's not going to be the Egyptians' babies. All right? No, it's going to be the Iranian. Anyway, let's move on. All right, firefighters. All right, several scenes. This is again mustard, that kind of thing. Objects fall in several regions in Jordan. All right. Israel braces for retaliation. So this is with the ABC, NBC, whatever it was. This is Russia Today. Iran fired ballistic missiles barrage at Israel. Tehran has fired hundreds of projectiles in retaliation for the Israeli attacks, according to Iranian media reports. The other guy said under 100 rockets. Remember? So, firing hundreds of ballistic missiles at the country. All right. Iran has launched retaliatory strikes against Israel late on Friday, firing hundreds of ballistic missiles. So, it's right there. You see this? Firing hundreds of ballistic missiles at the country. Iranian state media has reported. Iran's elite Islamic Revolutionary Guard has confirmed the attacks. Okay, here it is. Let's see what does this guy say. The attack is ongoing. Dozens of additional missiles, fallen projectiles, the Islamic Papi Pip, numerous videos. They show Hapa moments of arrival in Tel Aviv. What else? Launch major attack. And that's about it, my friends, about these guys. So what do we have right now? Israel struck Iran. Iran strikes back. The Americans are striking on Iranian missiles. So our ally, the only democracy in the Middle East, is not hurt by those guys. And if Israel will get not the upper hand, the lower hand, going to get the lower hand, what do you think will happen? Well, they're either going to use nuclear weapons, if they have them, or they will tell the Americans, you do what you need to do. And the Americans will say, yes, how high? What do you want me to do? And they will say, well, I know. And you and I will be in direct 100% war with Iran. I predicted it. I said it. That only if Iran shows restraint. Will anybody get involved? No. Russia will not get involved. China will not get involved. So I think Iran, they are on their own. Not even Pakistan will have them. Why? The wrong, how do you call it, religious denomination. One are Sunni, the other ones are what? It's not about human beings, it seems like. Anyway, God loves selectively, Unbelievable. So here, my friends, there it is. More than 100 ballistic missiles launched. Most of them were destroyed by us. With what? 9 ships over there? Unbelievable. Well, brace for more. Now, I wonder if the Iranians will activate their cells inside the United States of America and some things happen here. What would you do? They attacked us. They definitely attacked us. Now, if someone, let's say someone, conducts a false flag operation in America and then blames it on Iran, we're going to go full force. So who could do that? September 11? The same guys from September 11? You know who those guys are? You know, we know, motherfuckers. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Brace for that one too. Something in the United States could happen, and then it's going to be blamed in Iranians. And you know who's going to tell us the intelligence it was the Iranians? The same guys. The same guys. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.